first question, it's asking us to simplify this fraction. We have 18x to the power of 5 over 4 divided by 6x. I'm going to split this into 18 times x to the power of 5 over 4 over 6 times x. 18 is 6 times 3. So 6 ones are 6 and this becomes 3. For the variables, whenever we have similar bases being divided, we subtract the powers. So since x and x are being divided, so we'll do x to the power of 5 over 4 minus 1. So that's going to be 3 times x to the power of 5 minus 4 over 4, which will equal to 3x to the power of 1 over 4. That's your answer. Then find the equation of the straight line passing through b, negative 2, 8 and c, 1, 0. Giving your answer in the form of ax plus by equals to c. So they want us to give the answer in the general form. So let's start with finding the gradient. Formula for gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we do 8 minus 0 over negative 2 minus 1. You can call either of the coordinates x1, y1, x2, y2. So I'm going to say b is x2, y2 and c is x1, y1. Could have also called c x2, y2 and b x1, y1. But always make sure that if you're calling like in a pair of coordinates one value x1, like the first value x as x1, then the other would be y1, not y2. So you have to be careful about that. That's going to be 8 over negative 3. That's your gradient. So we have y equals to mx plus c as the slope-intercept form. What we can do is we can substitute the gradient, which is m. So that's going to be y equals to negative 8 over 3x plus c. Now we can put any point from b and c in this equation to find the value of c. I'm going to choose point C because it's going to be easier to solve. So y is going to be 0 and x is going to be 1. That means c is going to be 8 over 3. So let's substitute this back in y equals to mx plus c. That's going to be y equals to negative 8 over 3x plus 8 over 3. So to convert it in the general form, I'm going to multiply all of these terms by 3 to get rid of the fraction. So that's going to give us 3y equals to negative 8x plus 8. And then we move all the terms on one side. So 3y plus 8x minus 8 equals to 0 is our answer for this. Then says express 3x square plus 12x plus 13 in the form of a times x plus b whole square plus c. So basically they want us to use completing square form. So for completing square form, first you need to check whether your coefficient of x square is greater than 1. In this case, yes, it is. So what we will do is we will take 3 common from the entire equation.
The next question says express 3x squared plus 12x plus 13 in the form of a times x plus b whole square plus c. Now this is your completing square form. So completing square form comes in the form that is given in the question. And to convert the quadratic equation in that form, first we need to see if the coefficient of x square is 1 or not. In this case, the coefficient of x square is 3. So we need to make it 1 now. So to make it 1, what we do is we take 3 common from all of the terms. So that gives us x square plus 4x plus 13 over 3 in the bracket. Next, what we do is we take the coefficient of x, which is 4, and we divide 4 by 2. That's going to give us 2. So this is going to be your b value over here. As you can see, a is 3 and b we figured out as 2. So now what we do is we rewrite this as x squared plus 4x plus 2 square minus 2 square and then plus 13 over 3. Now, the reason why we've written plus 2 square and minus 2 square is because plus 2 square is the new term that we're introducing over here. And since we're adding a new term to maintain a balance, we have to subtract the new term as well. Hence, we have the minus 2 square. And the reason why we did the plus 2 square is because we're trying to convert x square plus 4x, which is this part, in the form of a square plus a square plus 2ab plus b square. Right now, a square is x square, 2ab is 4x, and b square is what we're trying to find. And based on our calculation, b square value is going to be 2 square. So what we'll do now is we'll rewrite this as a plus b whole square. So that's going to be 3 bracket, another bracket, x plus 2, because a is x and b is 2 whole square. This minus 2 square will be outside the bracket. So that's going to be rewritten as 4 plus 13 over 3. And when we further simplify this, that's going to be 3 bracket x plus 2 whole square minus 12 plus 13 over 3, which is going to give us 3 times x plus 2 whole square minus 9. Because 3 times negative 12 plus 3, we cancel out the 3's, and negative 12 plus 3 is negative 9. So that's your completing square form. Then it says AOB is a triangle, P is a point on AO, AB is 2A, AO is 6B, AP is to PO is 2:1. Find the vector OB in terms of A and B. What we'll do is AB equals to AO plus OB. AB is given as 2A, AO is 6B, and OB is what we have to find. So 2A minus 6B equals to OB. Then it says Q is the midpoint of OB, which means OQ is going to be A minus 3B, and QB is also going to be A minus 3B. B is the midpoint of AC. So we know that AB was 2A, which means BC would be 2A and AC would be 4A. Show that PQC is a straight line. So we have to show that this is a straight line. So what we'll do is we'll begin with finding what PQ is. Now PQ is going to be PO plus OQ. So let me just erase this. We're going to use this part. PO plus OQ to get PQ. So for that, what we will do is, they've told us that PO is in the ratio AP is to PO is 2:1. So that means PO is going to be 1/3 of AO, which is 6B. So that's going to be 2B. So 2B plus OQ, which we found as A minus 3B. So 2B plus A minus 3B is going to be A minus B. Then we find QC. QC will be QB plus BC. QB is given as A minus 3B, as we highlighted that earlier, and BC is 2A. So that's going to be 3A minus 3B. Now, if we compare PQ and QC, we can see that QC is 3 times PQ. QC was given as 3A minus 3B, and PQ is A minus B. So as we can see, QC is thrice of PQ. That shows that PQC is a straight line because basically like the core vector is the same, which is A minus B. But since QC length is bigger than PQ, so that's 3 times of PQ. And that's your answer.